No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. They've been killing us since 1619. Yes. Since 1619 with no consequence. You know, I teach history at a local high school. And I really believe that we're at an Emmett Till moment. For those of you who remember, some people like to say that Rosa Parks started that movement, but emotionally, Emmett Till's murder started that movement in the 1950s and 60s. When Emmett Till was murdered, it wasn't anything different. When George Floyd was murdered, you know it wasn't anything different. When Emmett Till was murdered, the thing that started the movement was people saw the open casket that his mother decided to have in Chicago. You see, right now what has happened is that everybody's been forced to see the grisly truth. Everyone saw George Floyd be murdered over 10 minutes long, 9 minutes long, and you're forced to reckon with the reality that has not been any different. So what I want us to think about is I hope that none of us are out here out of a sense of guilt or shame. Are you listening to me? Yes. Huh? We don't have time for guilt and shame, for self-centered making yourself feel better. Listen. That we don't have any time for that. It's not constructive. What we need is focus. You see, when that happened in 1955 and that movement started up, they focused on getting change at every level. At the local level, they boycotted the buses, didn't they? At the state level, they challenged district attorneys, didn't they do that? And at the national level, they put pressure on the president. Now, don't tell any lies out of school. Lyndon Johnson didn't want to sign those acts. He didn't want to sign those acts. He had the FBI after MLK. Isn't that true? They put pressure on the president to put him in the corner. You know what put pressure on him? The riots, the gatherings. Huh? Listen to me. Listen. We're not out here breaking up stuff. Isn't that true? We didn't come here to destroy anything. But listen, our presence must make people uncomfortable. When you're comfortable, you will not move. Right. When you're uncomfortable, you might move, you might roll over. Are you listening to me? Yes. We've got to make people uncomfortable. And let me say this last thing before I stand down. An arrest is not justice. Upgraded charges are not justice. A conviction is a start. Listen, we can't get happy because people were arrested. People get charged and then they don't get convicted. We can't get happy when they're convicted. People get convicted and the people on the street, the police still do the same thing. We can only be satisfied when structural change is happening. District attorneys have to be willing to prosecute police officers. Legislators have to be willing to change the laws that protect police brutality. That's when we can stop making people feel uncomfortable. But until then, no justice, no peace.